So in last class, we discussed about add skills. This is the one. So here we are retrieving input data, what is that Excel and D drive hybrid framework. Okay, this is the test data.xls. So under src test Java, under Excel util package, so my Excel is located here. Okay, so I'm retrieving input data from this Excel, tc test data 1.xls. Okay, let me open this Excel. This is the Excel, and we have automated TC01 adds this. Okay, now today we will see TC01 add jobs. Okay, see here. So in last class we have already developed job space. Add jobs, we have already developed job space. Okay, now I want to develop the test cases. Add jobs. I want to retrieve input data from the Excel. So I'm copying the existing add jobs test case. This is the one. Okay, let me close this one. So this is the add jobs. So here I am giving input data directly in the methods. This is the first lab we did. Okay. So along with the method, we are passing the input values, direct input values here. So the next exercise is we are retrieving input data from the Excel, and after that we are passing. So how I'm doing, let me explain. So I'm creating add jobs too. Okay. So first, you can declare global variables. String username, password, string, job title, job description, job. So these are the global variables. Right now, these global variables, does it contains any input value? No, there is no input value. If it is input value, I can give directly like this, admin. So like this I can give. But there is no input value in these variables. So what I am doing is I am going to give this username here. And I am going to use this password here. And I am going to use this job title. This job description. And this job. But these variables doesn't have input values. Okay. So here in the @before test section, I want to connect with the Excel. Okay, let me go to the, I want to connect with the Excel. So this is the data table object I'm going to create. So this is the data table object I have created. And I want to connect with the Excel. So I'm taking this thing. These are the lines. So to connect with the Excel, so to retrieve input data from the Excel, to retrieve input data from the Excel, so there is a Excel util package which contains Excel API test 4. This is the supporting class file I am using, and I am creating an object here. Excel API test 4 eat is equal to new Excel, and eat dot get data table, and I am specifying my Excel file path. So this is the Excel file path test data 1 under sheet 1. So under test data 1 sheet 1, it contains all the input data. So all the data, it will be loaded into this data table object. And after that, I want to get all my input values. Okay, let me copy these things. So I want to get job title, and I want a job description. I want to get job name. Okay, so username, password, job title, job description, job name. And let me open my Excel. So under sheet 1, what is my test case ID? TC02. So I have to modify here TC02. So TC02 parameter name, parameter values I want to retrieve. TC02 and username and password. Username and password is correct, and I want a job title. So this is the one, job title. So whatever parameter name that we have written in the Excel, job description, this one. And a job note. If you want to check these values are loaded or not, you can write system.out.println and you can print these values here. So if you want to know particular value has been retrieved or not, if you want to know, you can write system.out.println, write it here. So it will be printed on your console. If you want to check that value has been retrieved or not. Job title, job description. Yeah, that's it. So I declared my global variables, and to retrieve input data from the Excel, I have created data table object, and I'm creating an object for Excel API test4 and e.get data table. And here I'm specifying my complete Excel file path. So this is the complete Excel file path. So how I am getting this test data 1.xlsx? Just right click, click on properties, copy this path. This is the entire path. Just you can come here and copy it and go to here. And you can run within the double quotations, you can specify this Excel file path. That's it. I specified. And what is the sheet name it contains? S is capital. So many people they are writing sheet 1 small s they are writing. Okay, just ensure whatever case sensitive because Java is case sensitive. So capital S. So you need to write sheet 1. Suppose if you are writing like this, system doesn't know that sheet name. Okay, ensure the correct sheet. So that all this data, it will be loaded into this data table object. And the data table object dot the test case ID and parameters. So corresponding parameter values I'm retrieving. And after that, these are the input values. Variables are loaded with the appropriate input values, and my test case is execute. If I want to execute my input values directly, what I need to do? I need to write within double quotations value. If it is value, I can write like this. Okay. And so I can write like this. If I want to execute with direct values, I can write within double quotations. But if I want to retrieve input data and I want to execute as per my Excel sheet, I have to write it like this. So you no need to change any of the programming part. Next time onwards, you can come back to this Excel. And if you want to create next time any of the records, just you can come and you can change it here. Sales 1 to sales 1 to sales 1 to. So while executing the program and save it. Okay, while executing the program, so the records job title sales 1 to value it will come, sales 1 to description value it will come, and it will. So each time, whatever data you have updated in the Excel, that data it will be retrieved in these variables, and these variables. So the methods are executing with these input values. That's it. Okay. So this is called data-driven framework. Okay. So let's run this program. Add jobs to. I have already forwarded this project. Let's say import in your Eclipse and try to do these add jobs, because in the last class I already explained add skills. Okay, in your labs you can do add jobs. Okay, whatever lab I am doing. Sales 1 to record got successfully created. Okay, right. Now let's do one more example. Last example, nationality page. Nationality page I want to automate. What I need to do now? See, there is no answer. You guys are relaxing with the leaves. Okay. Now I want to automate nationality page by using hybrid framework. What is the first step? I have to create nationality page. So can I take existing page, copy, paste it? Copy. Pasting. Yes. What I need to do? Nationality page. Okay, nationality page. So I came back here. What are the changes that I need to do? Sorry. I have to pass the driver object to which page? Nationality page. This is the first change. And here I need to write add nationality. So to create the nationality, we need required nationality text. Text is required. And remaining all set of driver commands, these are the not the relevant set of driver commands to create the add nationality. So I am saving. So going back to any of the previous projects, nationality page has been automated, right? So I'm taking all the set of driver comments. Control C. So all the set of driver commands and everything is ready. Okay. So we have developed a nationality page. Okay. First step got completed. Nationality page got completed. Okay. Next step. What is the next step I need to do? So do I need to copy skills 2 or skills 1? Skills 1 is direct input values I am giving. This is data driven framework. Okay, if it is data driven framework, I want to retrieve input data from the Excel. So do I need to copy first program or second program? Second program, add skills 2. Screen off. Sir, student. So add skills 2. What I need to do now? I have to copy paste. Copy. I'm doing paste. So what I need to do here? Add nationality. Okay, done. So now, so what I need to do here? Nationality text. Okay, I did. Next, data table object. This is same. And Excel file, that is the same Excel I want to connect. And let me open my Excel sheet. So add nationality. So open with system editor. So add nationality test case. What is the test case ID? TC03. Okay. So where I need to change my, where I have to change? I want to retrieve TC03 test data. So here I need to change TC03. TC03 parameters I want to retrieve. So to retrieve, this is the value. What is my parameter name I have to give? Nationality text. nationality text. And if I want to print, I can write system.out. Okay, so I'm retrieving all my input data related to my test, right? So this part is we did modify. And do I need to change anything in login page? So what are the changes I need to do now? Skill space. Okay, let's comment these lines, not required. What I need to do? Nationality page. N1 is equal to nationality. Right? N1 dot nationality page. Okay, and we are passing the driver object. N1 dot add nationality. That's it only, right? Okay, I'm saving this. So this time, if I will execute my program, what is the record it will be created in the application? What is the nationality record it will be created? Indian 123. Okay. Let's save this program and we will run this. That's it, right? So like that, it has been installed. Hope everyone is clear about hybrid framework part. Okay. And one more last project is, one second. This is the project part RN16. So this is the hybrid framework last project. Okay. So this part I will tell you in tomorrow's class so that hybrid framework will be complete. Okay. So the summary of the course is here. So if you join any of the project, any of the hybrid framework or anyone, if you want to retrieve input data from an Excel, there is a package name Excel it is. I'm not telling exact package name. So some people they will create Excel test, something like that. So that package name which contains some Java class files. To retrieve input data from the Excels, how the data is retrieving and a data table object, and these are the things you need to observe once you join in the I'm not telling in every class, in every project they will use get data table method. This is the method was developed myself. That Excel API test for that is the supporting class files which has been developed myself. Okay, so it is not. So you no need to develop. If you join in any of the projects, you no need to develop. Okay, so already these packages and these supporting class files already it will be there in any of the projects. Okay, suppose sir, I have to develop what I need to. In that case, you can use our Excel util package. You can copy and paste it. It will work directly. Okay, because whenever you want to develop the project from scratch, from beginning, and you are the first owner, in that case only you can use our labs. But if you join any of the project, okay, these packages and retrieving of Excel data into this data table objects, these things, it will be there already in your project. What is the point? Okay. So now we will go to some generic labs. Okay. So in Orange HRM 11, search test Java, lab number 25. Okay. Sir, how that Excel functionalities, those are working. Okay. So what is the background code it is working? Actually, this is just for your knowledge. Okay, because in any of the project, this code is will already there. But how I have developed, just I'm explaining. But this is not part of Selenium. Okay, there's some understand. So I open TC0 to Excel test XLSX. Okay. See, to connect, so Excel API test for e.get data table. So that method is executing and I'm retrieving the input data. So Excel API test for class, I have written some lines of code. Okay. So what lines of code I have written? Just I'm taking some example. Okay. So these are the 5 lines of code we have to write. We have to import. These are the supporting libraries we have to import from org Apache POI. org Apache POI, it is a third-party plugin. If it is Selenium, so we will write like this: org.openqa.selenium. Okay. So if it is Selenium supporting libraries, it will start org.openqa.selenium. If it is any other than org.openqa.selenium means those are not content from Selenium. Okay. Those are external plugins, external supporting Java class files, which was developed by not by Selenium team. It was developed by some other teams. Okay. Does Selenium directly can handle Excel files? No. The answer is no. Selenium, there is Selenium supporting libraries are only developed to automate web applications, to write set of driver commands. Okay. But whenever we want to retrieve input data from an Excel files, or whenever you want to write some data into an Excel file, so whenever you want to perform some Excel related operations, okay, org.apache.py, this is the team, Apache org Apache team. They have developed these supporting class files. These are the 4 supporting class files. It has been developed by org Apache py. Okay. And these are the 4 supporting class. And if it is Java supporting class file libraries, it will be like this: import.java.io. Okay. If it is Java, pure Java supporting language, supporting class files, the import statement, it will be like this. So that means to retrieve input data from an Excel file, these are the 5 supporting class files we have to declare it. Okay, got the point? Right. Next point is, and for this file input stream, XSS of workbook, XSS of sheet, XSS of row, and XSS of cell. For this, a WebDriver is equal to null, we are declaring. Similarly, file input stream FIS is equal to null, XSS of workbook is equal to null, XSS of sheet is equal to null, XSS of row is equal to null, XSS of cell is equal to null. So just like WebDriver object, how we are declaring that WebDriver driver means driver is equal to null. It is not been ready. So you need to declare, this is the step 2 point you have to write. Okay, means once line number 2 is executed, these objects will be created. But these objects has not been still not connected with the Excel. Okay, so this is the second step. Okay, now the third step is, see, these are my global variables: test URL, username, and password. Right now, these variables doesn't have input values. After writing some lines of code, my input values are loading here. See here, test URL is equal to, username is equal to, password is equal to, I'm writing. See here, TC0 to XLX test. So for this class, I'm creating an object. This is the one, eat object I'm creating. And eat.get cell data. So here I'm specifying my Excel file path, sheet name, and row number and column number. Okay. So TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. Let me open this Excel in C drive. HTML report, orange HRM6, TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. Test URL, username, password, and nationality. So like this, my test case input data is here. So this is called 0th row. This is called 0th row. This is called first row. And this is called second row. This is called third row. So this first cell we can refer it as 0, 0. Second cell we can refer it as 0, 1, 0, 2, and 0, 3. Anyway, in the 0th row we can specify column headers on. And the actual data it will start from first row. 1, 0 means this one. 1, 1 means this one. 1, 2 means this one. 1, 3 means this one. Okay. So for my test case input data, I want to retrieve 1, 0 value, 1, 1 value, 1, 2 value, 1, 3 value. See here I am mentioning 1, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 2. So 1, 2 means what is that? So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2 means this one. That's it. So I'm retrieving my input data like that. Okay. So I'm passing row number and column number. Okay. So the get cell data. Previously we had used method name as get data table. Get data table method is to retrieve all the Excel data and to load into a data table object. Okay, a get cell data method I have developed for to retrieve only particular cell value. Okay, here I am passing Excel file path, sheet name, row number, and column number. So that I can get particular cell value based on row number and based on column value. So 1, 0 value it is coming here, 1, 1 value it is coming here, and 1, 2 value it is coming here from the Excel. So that means after that I am printing these values, whether the values are retrieved or not. That means I need to understand how this get cell data method it is working. So this get cell data method, so for this current class, this is my current class, I have created an object here. That means this get cell data method also I have developed here itself. So this is the method public. Generally what I need to write public void and get cell data I have to write. But instead of void I have written string. Just observe that point. Okay, why I have written string I will explain. So public void get cell data, and so first one is Excel file path. So here I'm writing string Excel file path, and second one is sheet name, string sheet name. Third one is row number, so integer row number, and fourth one is integer column number. So whenever this line is executed, get cell data method is executing. So this is the method is executing with these input values, and 1, 0, that is the value. It contains some string value. That string value it is returning. Okay, some value is returning from this method. So 1, 0 value which contains some string information. So if I will write void, public void, that value cannot be written. So 1, 0 cell value it contains some string information. So I have to write string here. Okay, so that string data it is loading here. Got the point, everyone? So like that, the get cell data method I have implemented. So, and what is the lines of code I have written? Let me explain. But this information, it is not required for you. Okay, inside. So Excel API test for eat.get data table, eat.get cell data. Okay, and get cell data. So this is the method you are using. Get cell data and Excel file path, sheet name, row number, and column number. So in that case, you need to pass row number and column number like this. So that means some methods has been developed under Excel API test code, like get data table, get cell data. So there are so many methods, Excel related methods I have developed. So to retrieve particular row number, column number value, this is the method you need to get. And after that, that string value it is returning, and that string value it is loading into these variables. So if you want to get some resultant value here, you need to write public string. If you write public void, that method is not returning any of the value. So that's why I have written string. Okay. Now let's discuss. To connect with an Excel, see this is the FIS object I have created here. So whenever this line got executed, file input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream of Excel file path. So your Excel file will be connected. File input stream object. It will be connected with the Excel. And accesses of workbook is equal to new accesses of workbook of FIS. So that Excel will be opened in a workbook mode. A Microsoft Excel workbook mode, it will be opened in background. And sheet is equal to workbook dot get sheet of sheet name. So what is the sheet name here? Sheet name. So sheet name we are getting as sheet 1. So do I need to traverse which of the sheet? So do I need to traverse sheet 1 or sheet 2 or sheet 3 or sheet 4? So that is the sheet name we are specifying here. So it will connect to sheet 1. It will traverse to sheet 1. So which sheet name that you have to traverse? So that information it is coming from here. So you traverse to sheet 1. And accesses of row is equal to sheet dot get row of row number. So once this line is executed, row number means first row. So first row will be highlighted. So let's see here. So this is so like this. After fourth line got executed, the first row will be highlighted. So see here. So row is equal to sheet dot get row of row number. So the row number is 1. So once it is navigated to sheet 1, first row will be highlighted like this. And once fifth line is executed, accesses of cell is equal to row dot get cell of column number. So 0th cell. So 1 comma 0th cell. So this one. So this is the one. Okay, 1 second. Which Excel we are doing? So here. So 1 comma 0th value. So this is the value. This is the value that is the particular cell got highlighted. That means whenever your get cell data method is executed, once these 5 lines got executed, what is happening? What is happening? Particular cell is highlighted. Okay, it's navigated to so and so Excel file path. So you can FIS object, it has been connected to some Excel file. And accesses of workbook is equal to new access of means that Excel was opened in a Microsoft Word form, Excel format. And access sheet is equal to, so you need to traverse what is happening when third line is executed. So it's navigating to particular sheet name. Is it sheet 1 or sheet 2 or sheet 3? How the system is coming to know? Because sheet name, that information it is coming from this method. Okay, so sheet 1 it is traversing. Under sheet 1, first row, if you want to highlight, so whatever row number that it is coming, first row got highlighted and cell got highlighted. So once after executing these 5 lines, particular cell is highlighting in the Excel. Got the point? And after that, cell dot get string cell value, cell dot get numerical value. So generally a cell which contains some string value or it contains some numerical value. Okay, string value means it is a combination of alphabets. Okay, alphabetic along with the number. Okay, or numeric values means it contains only integer numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So cell dot get string cell value. So that is the predefined method. Cell dot get string cell value. String str6 is equal to. So suppose if my cell contains string value, cell dot get cell type enum is equal to cell type dot string. So whenever this condition is true, so in this case my cell contains string value only. So this if condition will be executed and str6 value cell dot. So whatever this value it contains, this is the value it will be loaded into str6. Okay, str6 of a declaration of type string. See, I am returning return str6. So that is the value str6. So it is a string value it is returning. So this str6 value it is loading here. What is the point? So str6 value it is returning and that value it is loading into this variable. So when the first condition, if the cell value contains string value, if the cell value contains some numerical value, so this is the one. So if cell value contains, suppose in the Excel you have given 1